these saws are capable. Very, very capable. Welcome to the Okie Woodsman channel. We just got off of that exciting trip where we went to Bunyan. We then went to Pittsburgh and visited Tom at Fate Farms, PA. We went to West Virginia and visited Aaron Lynch. And then on our way back home, we swung on up to Illinois and visited Todd at Todd's Outside Again. And what a great trip it was. I got an opportunity to run saws at each of the 3 stops. And if you haven't checked out those videos, make sure you do so. A common mindset is that bigger is always better. And when I was at Todd's place, and he produces a decent amount of firewood for a side hustle. He uses 2 saws primarily. That's a 400C and a Stihl MS261. His MS261 is completely stock. His opinion is that if the wood is too big for the 400C, he likely doesn't want it. One of the things that's shocking to me is that he prefers running his MS261 over the 400C or anything larger. And the reason for that is he's wanting to preserve his body and make the work as easy as possible. And I get that because 50cc saws like the 261 are very, very lightweight. I recently shot a video where I was testing all of my largest saws in this piece of wood here. And I was actually just going to cut that completely up into cookies, but then there's just something inside of me that's saying, man, cookies are fun, but that is probably going to make some decent firewood. Yes, it has some knots, but I think we can work around them no problem at all. Once I get it on the splitter, we'll find that out, but that'll be another video for later. And if you watch the channel regularly, check out my kid over there beating in the background. He's got his headphones on. They're ready to work because they're going to be splitting some wood here in a little bit, and we do have a surprise for them. If you regularly watch the channel, you'll know that I have some larger saws, and you know, it makes quick work of wood like this, but I just have a couple cuts here to do on these 3 rounds. And I just wanted to bring out my 50cc saws, the 550 XP, which is just simply muffler modded, and then this awesome viral 50cc Echo that Caleb Cornelison built at 307 Performance. I've already put this onto some wood this size, and let me tell you, it makes quick work of it. But I'm gonna make a few cuts, actual firewood cuts, with both of these saws, and I'm just curious, what do you guys think? If you're cutting up a lot of wood this size, is 50cc saws in a firewood operation, is that smart, or is it too much work on these 50cc's?
I don't think I can do it on the ground.
Nope, I'm not gonna let you drop start it because
I don't have enough.
I have, honestly, I've got to be honest with you, I've actually had the saw fling into my leg more than once over the time, and so I'm seeing the point of not drop starting. You could do that if you can try, if you can do it. It's gonna be hard for you to pull. Oh man! Put it right there. Just give it a good tug. You have to tug it. There we go. It's been a while since he started up one of these saws, and you know, these are not his 440 or the CS310s. I think he did all right, and to be honest with you, it is much easier to drop start a saw. Is 50cc's the right saw for this? That was actually a reasonably pleasant experience. This saw did great. I have a lot of people that tell me they use 50cc on everything. By default, I always just grab a bigger saw. This is going to be slightly short because of that true up cut. So I'm going to, you know, I'll go kind of in the middle there. This saw does have semi-chisel on it still. Kind of like the homeowner chain that belongs on a saw like this stock. Wow. I'm thinking of Aaron Powell, and I'm thinking of others that say that they use a 4910 for everything. Awesome experience. This saw has so much power, guys. Caleb has gotten very busy since we featured him on these videos, and this is really, really nice to use. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't cutting straight at all. Let's see how the 550 hot starts after sitting for that much time. Remember, the only thing that's changed on this is the muffler mod. I have a confession to make. I've sort of dismissed the 50cc saws a little bit. Now, I knew that they were good because I had a 545, and really the 545 can be credited with, well, the chainsaw addiction, because, well, I bought it for a good price, used, very, very low hours on it, and I loved it so much that I bought an Echo 620. No, I did actually. I really did love it so much, but I wanted to have, the concept was to have a saw that was like 372 class for a good bargain, and that's how I ended up with the 620p, which I still maintain is a very good value saw. And if you're going to be doing a lot of firewood, like in rounds this size, that saw is really actually perfect. But these saws are capable. Very, very capable. This Echo 4910 was very lame stock, but now that Caleb's gotten to it, it's fantastic. Now, these are available no longer, but the 501P is, and my understanding is with a little bit of work, a little bit of modifications, some tuning, and letting it breathe a little bit more, people really like them. I don't think they're going to be this. But I think they're still a very good saw, and this is just lightweight. This really does need a lightweight bar on it. So that's in the works. I'm not into buying one-off bars. Like, I want everything to be compatible, but this saw is special enough and good enough that I will go ahead and buy. I really probably will just put a VersaCut on there. That's what I like, because these bars are just affordable. They're light. It's a good setup. 550, man. It just ran great. It's really nice to use. They feel very different. They sound different. As you can tell on the video, they sound very different. For a stock saw, the 545 is a great place to land, everyone. If you want something that can do work like this and smaller, I wouldn't go much larger. I really probably wouldn't. And the reason why is it's not that the saws can't do it. It's just that if you're going to be doing a lot of it, it's just a lot on the saw, long extended cuts. I might be wrong. I might truly be wrong. But the 545 is a heck of a value, and really, in my opinion, stock. It was a better saw than this. Not in terms of how well it ran or how powerful it was. It was powerful. It was smooth. But it hot started better. This saw is fantastic. Now that the muffler has been opened up a little bit, that's been my experience in my region. And I like to be able to pick up a saw and pull it. Let's see what it does right now, actually. See that? Let's just, for the heck of it, see what the 4910 does. So as you can tell, those saws are both working optimally. That's, in my opinion, you should be able to set down a saw after working it a little bit and do something, set aside, go to the restroom, eat a sandwich, whatever, and just pull the start over without having to do a long procedure. And so the 545 really, it behaved more like this, completely stock and untouched with warranty intact. So that's why I'm saying this. Keep that in mind. And if you're watching this video, you're very likely looking for your next firewood saw or property maintenance saw. And these 50cc saws will be used around my property in the various jobs that we do. Keep in mind that all the best brands are available at sawsuppliers.com using the discount code OKI10. That is responsible for so much of the growth of this channel. You guys have come in really big on those purchases, and it helps us out tremendously. People write me all the time and let me know just how good the experience was. Every so often you get someone that's unhappy about something, and with the volume that Saw Suppliers does, it's very far and few between. Now that those are cut up, it's time to split them, but that's going to be another video. I'm really curious to see what quality of white oak firewood we can get. Thank you for watching the Okie Woodsman channel, and we will see you on the next one.